All right, everybody. What's up? A live stream on Facebook. Yay. So I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to catch this or not because not everybody's on Facebook and I'm not recording this. So, sorry, kind of. But I wanted to connect with you guys here because there's some projects and stuff that I have recently been releasing and stuff. And the first one is called Best Believe, and that was done on CD first, and it actually features my children on the cover. My little boy and me are on the front cover. My little girl is on the back cover, along with her brother. So both of them are on the back. But on the actual physical CD itself, my daughter is on the cover. So what's interesting about this release is that this is the first time that I ever attempted to do vinyl duplication of it in addition to the CD. And so the first vinyl that I got is Best Believe, which is the entire album. It's only a 10-song album, so it all fit. But the songs are each side could only be 22 minutes long, so it can't be the big old long 17, 18, 22 track albums that I and others have released in the past. So this was a good starting point for me. So I'm going to get that one and show it off. No, that's not it. So a lot of you have already seen this, but this is the front cover. It's my little boy. That's my son. This was taken about 2019. So the back cover is this right here, which has both of my kids on the back. And so this vinyl is interesting because each one of them have a side that they're on. So my daughter has side one because she was born first. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then my son has side two because he was born second. Isn't that cool? So I'm not going to play this album though because I don't want to keep you here forever. Because playing completely through all three of these albums would probably take quite a while. But that is the first vinyl record that I replicated or duplicated or manufactured or whatever. So, Best Believe. If you get a chance, it's still up there. But if nobody purchases it, like for a period of 180 days, it goes away. And I've already got mine, so I'm good. Yeah, so get yours. Now, the second one is kind of an exclusive. Like it's on Spotify and it's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube, it's on all the digital stuff. But this is more of a compilation project. And this is the second album that I did. It's called Top 10 Exclusive. And so this one has whoever this guy is, some schmuck. Anyway, but the cover is kind of interesting because it shows the other side of my head. It's kind of weird, but yeah, so this is the place where the songs upstream Recollection, Faith versus Folly, You Alone Are Worthy, Going Down, I Don't Ever Want to Leave PL, and Number One have ever appeared. Because most of those songs, except for the ones that I didn't mention, are originals on this album. So, it's kind of a best of thing, but it's kind of a presumptuous release because most of the songs hadn't been released at that point yet so far. But they are now. And they are on the album that I came on here to talk about, which is the one with this cover on it. That is the Nichols Hawkeye part, but if you'll notice, you can go up and see the rest of it. This is the pre-artwork that does not have the Enchanted Wisdom part on the top of it, which is what the album is called. It's called Enchanted Wisdom. And so that's the graphic of it, but I wanted to show you the physical CD of it first. This is the physical CD. Oh, there we go. Enchanted Wisdom, Nichols Hawkeye. Now, the crow is significant because I didn't know what to title the album yet. And so I got a comment. I said so on Facebook, and I got a comment from a friend of mine back in high school and the internship at Christian Faith Center, stating that the significance of crows played a significant role in Native American history, which is what my logo is based on, is the Tsimshian tribe of Native American. That's some of their art. But this is the back, by the way. I don't know if you can see that very well. But he said that the crow was believed to either be an animal of mischief or an animal that, because of its craftiness and enchanted wisdom, brought down fire from heaven. So I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if that's a UFO or what. But that's why the crow struck him as being significant. So, yeah, he kind of made that album title come to life. So this is the vinyl for it. Well, there. That's the vinyl for it, and it just came in the mail yesterday. And then the back, that's a lot clearer than the CD. So I was going to play through this. Now this is it's a 12-song album. Each side is under 22 minutes, so it works. But technically, technically, it's one solid program on either side because there's a lot of blending going on. This is the first song, which Ellaby and I made together. And for those of you that don't know, Ellaby is my daughter. And it's called Upstream, and we released it as a single first. Did really well, got a lot of really good feedback. The significance of this one has a banjo in it. And the birds and the water and all that atmospherical stuff. And that little whistle that you just heard was all Elovy's idea. Also the chords in the background, the synth chord that's in the background that you can hear, Elovy actually played that one, and she was the one to come up with the idea for muffling the drums. And so she had a lot to do with this beat, a lot more than you can just audibly hear. Like her idea, this beat was her idea, and I just kind of helped facilitate that. So yeah, this one's called Upstream. So this song is called When It Doesn't Make Sense. And I actually made this the weekend that my grandfather passed away. And it kind of encapsulated the feelings that I was having about that whole situation and how things just didn't make sense. Like why did he have to get taken then, and how he got taken through COVID and not wanting the respirator and refusing that. And it was just like, what is going on? So this song is kind of a reflection of that kind of a mood / atmosphere. It was significant. It was a major thing that happened, and my grandfather for a long time, especially back when I was a younger boy, was my only father figure, if you will. Because my biological dad was not there, and my mother hadn't gotten remarried yet, so my grandpa was a big part of showing me what a man or a male is supposed to be. He was hardworking, he was dedicated, he was passionate, he was creative, he was kind, just an amazing person. And I hope that I can be the same way as him by the time I leave this world. Because he was great. He was a good friend. Not only a good grandfather, but a good friend. So yeah, this song is When It Doesn't Make Sense. And not everything makes sense all the time, you know? And sometimes processing that has its own period of adjustment and feelings and emotions. And when I was making this song, that was something that I tried to incorporate in this song. I know the sound isn't that awesome. I don't have a professional turntable. It's literally just something I got from Walmart. Now if I had my 1200 again, it'd probably sound a lot better. Better needle. Better interconnectivity with the circuitry and whatnot. That's why it's professional. And this is not. And it's only like $45, if that. Now this song is one that gets stuck in my head a lot. Now I was gonna include this or make this its title track, the album, this title track, because it's called Something Else. Something Else. And if you guys notice, the bass line is that classic rock and roll riff that everyone plays and just butchers. And I butchered it too, but it kind of fits still, so I still used it. But that's my bass guitar. If you can't see that, that's my bass guitar right there. So anyway, it has a lot of significant distortion on it and stuff, but lots of interesting stuff on this one. Of course, me singing, which has been something that I've been doing a lot more of now recently, for whatever reason. And it's been working out alright. It's not terrible, but it's not professional by any means. Like my voice, not like Celine Dion or Beyonce or something. Not to mention both of those are girls and I'm a dude. So Michael Bublé or I don't know what's another singer. Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, I don't know. Usher. I'm not like that, obviously. But at least I'm not just gross. I can hold a tune. So this next song is called Deep in the Distance. I still don't know why I called it that, but it has this distant characteristic to it. Like, you got that 1,000-foot stare, and you're just kind of like, you know, thinking about stuff, lost in thought, deep in contemplation, processing things. So yeah, maybe that's the soundtrack to that, I'm not sure. But anyway, Deep in the Distance is next. And this is all coming from the vinyl itself, actually. By the way, it's not from the CD, this is the actual vinyl of this album right there. Enchanted Wisdom. You can get it on physical CD or you can get it on digital download. It's on, Bandcamp. Spotify. Remember Rhapsody? Rhapsody was awesome till they weren't. It's on Apple Music for those that are on Apple. So this one has a little vocal thief thing happening. I jacked a song that I've always liked and used that melody over the top of this, kind of like a mashup, but it's me singing it, so the recording wasn't violated. The notes were the same, but not exactly. Because I'm not Jennifer Lopez, okay? Yeah, in case you couldn't tell. This one knocks in my car pretty hard. You can kind of feel the drums on it. Pretty slappy. Check it out, I'll let it vibe for a minute. So later on, I'm going to be recording a mix, and I might be playing some of this music on that as well. But it's going to be something that's going to be released on YouTube. I did one before. It's called A Mix for You. So this is going to be a special mix though for some people at a place called the Bunkhouse. Playing some music of mine, so we can just let it play in the background while we're playing cards or talking or whatever the case is. So I'm going to make that later on today. It's 11:39 in the morning where I'm at now, so I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do that, but I will do that later on today, and it will be available once it's done. Still kind of trying to brainstorm on how I'm going to do it, what recording method I'm going to use, but it's going to be live mixing of my beats on YouTube. So if you get a chance, check that out. My YouTube is youtube.com/NicholsHawkeye. Pretty self-explanatory. So this next song is a song called It's Complicated. Now these drums are drums that my friend's friend played and they recorded together. And I added all of this after I added what I added to their song first. I don't know if that makes sense, but then I took their drums, I jacked their drums. There's two break beats over this. There's the first one from the first song they did, and another one from another song they did. I don't know if the second song was recorded live or if it was a loop or what, but I put them both together on my song. That's why it sounds all breakbeaty, because essentially it was. So I did my little thingy thing on it and sang over the top of it. And yeah, the song is called It's Complicated because the emotions that at least I feel when I'm hearing it or was making it, it's complicated. Life isn't simple all the time. And I kind of wish it was, but never is. So take heart, you're not the only one going through some craziness, or complications, or pain, or issues. We are all imperfect and flawed. Pretty much people suck, including myself. And not to be mean, but you probably do a little bit too. That's just the reality of things. I'm trying to be mean about it, because I lump myself in there as well, but sometimes things get complicated, difficult to explain, difficult to work through and talk about and handle correctly. It just gets hard sometimes. Anyway, that's what this song is. It's that acknowledgement of the complications of life, I suppose. You know, I really wish I had some MCs to rap over the top of this, but I can understand why they don't, because I feel like they're musically intimidated by it. They don't know what to say to it. I feel like most MCs think they have to sound like PM Dawn to be able to say something that would match it. I don't know. Anyway, this song is called Recollection, and this is also with Elovie. That's her singing. Filtered drums. She came up with that little sound drum roll thing that has a cricket in it. Oh, didn't happen. But it has a soda can opening and a cricket, or not a cricket, a frog croaking, and it does a little drum roll. Check it out, right here. That was all her. She did that on her phone, and then she sang this part. So great. I love my kids. And of course, I was in the background as well, but actually, no, I'm not in the background on this one. This was all her. This was 100% her. The harmony, the melody, yeah, everything, that was her. She's awesome. She's 11 years old right now. It is 2022 in February. What's the date today? February 24th. So the month is almost over. It's almost March. And their birthdays are both in April. April 2nd and April 19th. Can't wait to see them both. I don't see them enough. Truth be told, I only see him about 10% of the time. Part of the complications of life, right? Yeah. That's the end of side one. That's the end of side one. This is the cover label thing. Pretty simple. Just says side one, side two. So now, side two. So, side two. Check this one out. I'll just let you guys listen to it. And I'm sure you don't want to just sit here and listen to me talk and stare at you or my screen or whatever. So I'm going to put the graphic back up on the screen and shut up for a minute so you can listen to everything. Let me know what you think in the comments. So this song is called You Alone Are Worthy. And it's just a pretty contemplative song about how Christ is the only one that's worthy of our adoration and praise. Plain and simple. I try and make my music as worship to Him. So that's what this one is. First song on side 2. Go ahead and say something in the chat. Tell me what you think about the songs. If you like them, if you don't like them. Well, actually, if you don't like them, don't be mean, of course. What's up, Jesse Allen? How you doing, money?
Order. Satisfaction. Self-worth. Serenity. Sanity. Calmness. Simplicity. Innocence. Peace. Desire to serve others. Self-control. A high moral standard. Vision. Confidence. Relationships. Calling. Identity. Stability. Reputation. Purpose. Understanding. My reason.
So to everybody that doesn't know, I'm playing the audio of this vinyl of my new album called Enchanted Wisdom. Is out on vinyl, out on CD and digital distribution everywhere. Here goes the CD. Check that out.
Identity.
See if I can take a picture.
Confidence. Ministry.
Smile. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that took. But that's okay. Of course, you got me singing on this one again. This one's called Remove and Restore. Remove and Restore has actually been on YouTube for a while now. It was on Sanctified Volumes 1 and 2. Or, I don't know, I think it was 2. But yeah, another preemptive acknowledgement of its best of characteristics.
Friendship and intimacy with God. Stability.
I feel like I look like a grandpa with these glasses on. Sheesh.
Satisfaction.
But yeah, the concept of remove and restore, this song that's playing now, is I'm playing forwards all the things that I want to see restored to my life and to my existence and to my calling. And everything that's backwards is all the things that I want to have removed and taken away from my existence or my past. So, removing, but restoring at the same time. I would recommend you stream this album or buy it on Bandcamp, download it from Kunaki, get the physical CD. That's probably the best way to hear this, but the sound is really great. Vinyl, that's if you're only a true collector, like a true vinyl head, a true fan that wants every possible medium of this album. That's why it's up there. I doubt anybody's gonna ever really buy it, but anyway, that was Remove and Restore. This is I Don't Ever Want to Leave, PL. PL is the town that my dad lived in, my biological dad, while he was still alive. And where me and my half-brother and half-sister grew up, kinda. Like, I was there for a little while. They were there all the time, but whenever I'd visit my dad, I'd go to PL. And it's cool because this whole feel of this song is reminiscent of how my father and his brothers and sisters would get together and practice playing music together. This is kind of what they sounded like, the sound of the instruments and the amps and all that stuff. Right after the Vietnam era, I mean, it's like early 80s, really late 70s, like 78, 79. Not that I remember those. But very reminiscent of army fatigue pants, shirtless, maybe having some kind of a thing around their neck, kind of long, curly-ish hair, little mustaches, lots of patchouli oil, guitar picks, ashtrays, then like drums, instruments, bass guitar, regular guitar, electric piano, which I have over here in my room right now, in the studio. Yeah, very nostalgic sound. Lots of bandanas and paisley.
I don't ever wanna leave. I don't ever wanna leave.
Lots of earth tones. Maybe some incense. You know, that type of thing. Chevy Novas. Elton John on the radio. Whoops. Sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. Stop it. This song goes out to Anna. So this one is called Don't Forget About Me. It's actually in a similar vein as that last one. It has guitar in it, but a different feel. Check this one out. This one's more kind of a rappy type of feeling, but still has some guitar in there. So it's kind of still in the rock band. That's why I put it right after it anyway. So check this one out. I need some lyricists, man. I need some singers. If you don't like my singing, come over here and sing for me then. Because I really don't need to sing. That's not my calling. Obviously. Anyway, this one's called Kickback because I wanted you to kick back and relax while you listen to it. It's just a relaxing song. So, Kickback. Yeah. So we're just kicking back listening to this now because that's the name of the song. Kick back, relax, chill out, as Stone Cold Steve Austin says. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, any other social media sites. If you don't, please do. Because I share a lot of stuff there. You know, and I want you guys to be able to see and hear and read everything that I post, because that way you don't miss anything. Plus, I get more ways to be able to interact with people, and that's kind of rare because of COVID and all that dumb stuff. So if you get a chance to follow me, my Twitter handle is twitter.com/NickolsHawkeye. That's spelled Nickels. It's important to do the ELS instead of LES, because you're going to get something totally random if you don't. So it's /NickolsHawkeye, NickelsHawkeye, just like the superhero, and just like Pierce Hawkeye on MASH. But also like the football team, man. So this next one is called Investment in Time. I said investment in time because there's a difference between spending time and investing time. Corey Blake made that distinction for me, and it was pretty profound when I heard it, you know. So when I invest in time, I invest in something, or with something rather, that I can't get back. And the best way to spend my time, or to invest my time rather, is to spend it with family and friends. So like my mom and my kids and friends. It's been harder to do with COVID, and it kind of makes you value that type of thing, you know. So it's a little bit more on the chill side. It's a nice way to wind the album down. If you're falling asleep, this is a good album to listen to because it kind of lulls you into the sleep. And then when it stops, it's not abrupt or crazy or anything like that. If it starts over it again, it's another smooth, mellow vibe. The high points of the album as far as energy goes are probably like right in the middle or such. It's a pretty chill album. So if you get a chance, get your copy of Enchanted Wisdom today. It's on CD, it's on vinyl if you want to spend that money. If you don't want to spend that money, if it's too much for you, I get it. I understand. No pressure, no worries. Anyway, tell a friend about me, if you will. My name is Nickels Hawkeye. I make music. That's just what I do. It's a hobby of mine. It's a passion of mine. And unfortunately, the world isn't wired to where I can make money from it. So I'm not even trying to. So the best thing that I can do is sit down with you guys and share what I've done. So that's what I'm doing. I'm letting you guys know that it's here, that it's available, and if you want to, you can get it. If not, you can listen to this or stream it. Oh, and by the way, what just happened? What just happened? Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. It just stops. I think it just stops. Yeah, wow, weird. The record just stops. I think if I had a professional turntable, it wouldn't just stop and it would play all the way through, but the way my turntable, the little crappy thing, is set up to where when the arm reaches a certain point, it just stops spinning. Awesome! Anyway, that's that. Enchanted Wisdom. If you get a chance, go to my SoundCloud page. I release all my new instrumentals there, my new work. And then I usually, just develop the project from there. But all the previews and stuff, all the first releases, all the test songs, all that type of stuff, I upload there first. So if you want to be first in line to, hear my music first, that's where to do it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And as always, God bless. Have a good day.